welcome to this edition of Solving Your China Business Pain Points with me, Christina Kohler-Kalucha, Head of Business Advisory at Woodburn Accountants and Advisors. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at a very common pain point, which is insufficient care when hiring in China. Every successful company in China agrees on one thing: a business is only as good as its people. Do your employees in China have the talent? Do they have the creativity? Do they have the inclination to take your business forward and scale it? And if not, it is time you start hiring people who do. Hiring in China does not always sit comfortably with a lot of foreign business professionals, most of whom start out on their own and regard employing staff as a necessary evil rather than an opportunity for the business to grow in a way that they never envisaged. And obviously, the cultural and language barriers are a common deterrent. Now, if hiring does not come naturally to you, seek help. There are plenty of recruitment experts out there who can help you find people who truly deserve to be part of your great China adventure. A typical client of mine has an experience where hiring is not smooth. The perception is naturally wrong. Focus is placed on moving the business forward and avoiding rocking the boat. It takes companies between 5 and 10 years to correct this mistake, but eventually they do. And the biggest disadvantage is that higher levels of compensation are paid for letting people go. If you keep somebody for 5 years and then decide to let them go, and actually you should have let them go after year 1, you're going to pay 5 months worth of gross salary compensation. It's 1 month of salary per year of service. So don't have this fear of rocking the boat. You need to let people go sooner. You've got to educate yourself about salaries in China. There are headhunting companies that produce free online salary guidelines, and some even do it on a quarterly basis. You can Google this information, Yahoo this information, if you will. There are providers out there that have these China salary guidelines. It's really important to access current information for all different sectors and positions, whether it's in manufacturing, financial services, marketing, procurement, etc. It's always helpful to have a guideline that serves as a base. Writing down clearly the job description and what you expect an employee to do is a good place to start and will later assist you in the creation of your own business plan. Ask yourself questions such as: what type of people do you want? What functions do you want to have in-house? And what capabilities and skill sets should these employees have? As a startup in China, but even as an ongoing concern in China, you may only have the budget to hire 1 or a few employees. Interview your potential candidates, carefully evaluate the type of job you'll offer them, and if the position will require multitasking, you need to inform them of this ahead of time. A lot of people out there, especially the millennials, when they have a business function in mind, they will only do that. They will not be flexible enough to do other things. If the person you need will be doing marketing, sales, some administrative work, state this clearly during the interview process. Like I said, if they're going to be flexible, they have to have an attitude of being flexible. If I can give anybody a tip today, it's trust is built over time. I personally made the mistake of placing too much trust in my first employees, and later on got extremely disappointed. You must prove to your employees that your company has potential, but they also need to prove to you that they have the right skill set to be able to grow your business. And trust and confidence takes time. At the beginning of any establishment in China, hiring can be risky. You should protect yourself, your company, in terms of know what you can and cannot do. That means ultimately getting the employment contracts properly written up, have employee handbooks that are guidelines to what the employees can and cannot do within the company, have policies in place that dictate what the employees can and cannot do. Turnover in China is generally very high, so have a backup plan. Always have resumes readily available in your drawer so that you can immediately contact people, or have a headhunter who's constantly out there gathering resumes, whether it's for the growth of your business or whether you need to rock the boat and terminate people. You always need to have a backup plan and backup resumes in place. I hope this video has helped. Insufficient care when hiring in China is a common mistake and pain point that foreign investors go through. I still go through it myself after 20 years in the market. because in some instances you're in such a rush to get people on board, either because you're growing and scaling or because you need to replace somebody within 30 days, that you just have to think about that very carefully. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then press the like button and share it. It allows other individuals to know we exist. If you are struggling with this same pain point, reach out to us. We do help companies in terms of recruiting finance roles, but we can also help you from a mindset perspective and a project management perspective to hire the right people. Last but not least, if you're interested in knowing what we do at Woodburn Accountants and Advisors, head on over to our website at www.woodburnglobal.com. Have a fantastic day. Take care and goodbye.